welcome back to consecutive day 978 of the Diary of a Runpreneur. And today I want to talk to you about a system for regaining focus. So please give this a subscribe, share, like and comment, as the more people we get in front of, the more money we raise on my fundraising mission to save the lives of children by attempting the ultimate ultra marathon. All the information about the challenge, how you can get involved, in the link in the comments below. Thank you as always, and let's get started. So, consecutive day 978 of the Diary of a Runpreneur. And today's topic is about a system for regaining focus. So it's been a long day. I had a few drinks last night with some of the football coaches. I was a bit deflated yesterday after the health news that I had regarding my cholesterol levels, which is incredibly frustrating considering all the exercise and the lifestyle I lead. However, life goes on, and it's just another obstacle I will have to learn to overcome. But so I was a bit lethargic this morning, I'm not going to lie, and I had to go into central London, Waterloo station to be exact. And you don't really need that on a Friday, but especially when there's train strikes going on as well, right, regarding the pay that the people that work on national rail services along with other industries are striking all on the same period of time to obviously get increased wages. But nonetheless, they're standing for what they believe in, so I have no problem with that whatsoever. But it was a longish journey in, about an hour and 45 minutes, and we met at Brewdog in which are like they're traditionally a kind of a pub type environment, but they've started doing co-working spaces as well. So met with business partner Jack, and we had an important meeting lined up with a guy who works with various funds in the city, and especially focusing on property development, property investments, etc. And it could prove to be an incredibly lucrative meeting. He seemed fairly confident he could secure us a pretty interesting facility, potentially in the region of about £3 million that we can use to invest in property. Obviously the fees are going to be pretty sizable, hence we would need to refinance it out. So it's short-term finance, but incredibly liquid. So it means you can move and be nimble in the property market. As an opportunity presents itself, you can move and purchase very quickly, refinance the lender out and not incur too many fees is the strategy. And it was a cool meeting, and we should know more kind of next week, so I'll update you on that, and then probably looking at maybe a 4 to 6 week process to potentially getting applications in and hopefully securing the funds. So that's exciting, but I think what I've said to Jack in the past is we've become a bit complacent in reliance upon these partnerships that may or may not come to fruition, and if you rely on these things and you're not in control, then you're not in control of the destiny of your business, which is why we bring ourselves back to the topic of focus. And I had Jack and one of our kind of senior partners who've been involved with the business for about a year now, and I did a session with them on goal tracking and wealth creation, and knitting the two together. Basically, the wealth plan is the dangling of a carrot that if you complete your goals, etc., you'll generate X amount of income, which plugged into your personal wealth plan can compound and get you to where you want to be in a relatively short space of time. And I used kind of my scenario and my history in wealth kind of creation as an example, and I think it really struck home. And so the goal tracking and how that business fits in with your income within your personal wealth creation plan is a great way to get people focused, especially those who are motivated by money. And so over the course of we're meeting again next week on a Wednesday, so during that time they'll be tasked with getting the goal trackers set up and shared, and also creating the crux of their personal wealth creation plan. And next week I'll be working on how they can optimize that, and we'll be really scrutinizing the goals, and it's basically leading data that we'll be working on. And in terms of securing investment, which they're both targeted on, I talked about the conversion rates from number of posts to number of engagements, number of calls booked, number of calls booked to number of calls completed, number of calls completed to number of investments secured. And I have some pretty worst case scenario conversion rates which I can apply to them. And worst case scenario, you can ratchet that back. So if they get 72 engagements per week, following the nurturing process, along the process, it should result in 2 sales. The average investment secured, which we're classifying as a sale, is about £20,000. So between them, it should be they should all be bringing circa 200k a month. Now it's not going to happen overnight, and they'll build up to that. But if they achieve a third of that target to begin with, then we'll hit our 200k a month target between the 2 of them and a third individual who wasn't there with us today. So that's the system for creating focus, and I think the key here is that's only really relevant if it connects with something which incentivizes those individuals. But these individuals are intrigued and incentivized by money, so this was a perfect opportunity to do that. But in principle, the same process will apply to anyone. You just have to dangle the right carrot in front of the right person, and technically it should warrant the right results. So I will update you on that, on how it goes. But the moral to the story is keep control of your business. Don't have an over-reliance on third parties, because inevitably you'll get let down. And finally, regain focus by having the appropriate carrot, and then putting the appropriate goals and the tracking system in place, and show how that can link to that individual's personal wealth creation. Because regardless of whether you're money motivated or not, that's your legacy, that's your future preservation, and everybody should be motivated by growing that over the course of time. So anyway, that's it for me today. Any questions or comments, drop me a line. I'll respond to everyone. Do please remember to subscribe, share, like and comment, as the more people we get in front of, the more money we raise on my fundraising mission to save the lives of children by attempting the ultimate ultramarathon. All the information about the challenge, how you can get involved, is in the link in the comments below. Thank you as always. Stay positive, stay happy, and I'll see you again tomorrow.